How do I clean the heat exchanger on a Miller Model CMF100-PO furnace which runs with a Wayne oil boiler? Where are the cleaning ports? Please help. I think that the parent company is Nordyne.
Hello, do you remember our discussion about soot vacuums and procedure? If you like, I can go back and resend that for you. It is the same on this unit for removing the gun assembly and vent pipe and using soot vacuum.
Thanks. Yes, I do. The other unit we talked about was a water heater. I was hoping that this unit would have more accessible cleaning ports like other furnaces, 2 ports above the burner. I guess I'm very puzzled about the differences between oil furnaces and oil boilers as far as cleaning goes. Cleaning boilers is usually straightforward, and the manufacturers recommend yearly cleaning of their tubes/fins, from where significant ash and soot is removed on each cleaning. Why is so difficult to clean furnaces, and even deemed unnecessary?
No, the last discussion of cleaning was for a Nordyne Innertherm oil-fired furnace model CMF100-PO conv. SN CMA0912003090. Which the result is going to be the same. When you have to clean an exchanger, it means the burn mix was off and soot accumulated. A proper burning oil burner never needs the exchanger cleaned. When sooted, it plugs the unit and impedes the draft, thus forcing the exhaust into the home. I think the issue is when you confuse a service cleaning with a plugged exchanger cleaning. Service cleaning is general tune-up, clean draw assembly, vestibule, blower, etc. There is no reason to clean the exchanger on a standard cleaning unless the burn was off and the unit sooted. So when I hear how do I clean exchanger on oil furnace, I assume the unit needs cleaning as a result of a soot buildup. Whether boiler or furnace. If you get into a layer of soot without a soot vacuum, you will make a huge mess. From your question, I doubt you have seen a true sooted unit. It is like fluffy snow and can puff easily around with little disturbance. You likely are/have seen surface debris or a fine film of soot. A oil furnace exchanger that is sooted is not a job for standard vacuum. On sooted boilers, what have you been using?
I'm not sure. I've encountered boilers that were very sooted, black dust. Some dirty boilers had some soot, but mostly ivory color ash-like crust. I've used a regular shop vac with HEPA filter. However, whenever I clean a boiler, I always encounter some sort of ash covering the boiler fins/tubes, and stack temperature drops measurably after each cleaning. In most cases, the draft is just fine before the cleaning. I just don't understand where does that ash goes in a furnace to the point that nothing should be done on a furnace unless it's sooting to the point that draft is severely affected. In other words, from your explanation, it seems that aside from conducting preventive maintenance on the burner itself, cleaning in boilers is done to preserve boiler efficiency, whereas cleaning in furnaces is done just to restore minimum draft. Is this correct?
That is actually pretty much correct. If the draft of an oil furnace stays at 2, there is little concern. Boiler is very important as the heat is being absorbed through the wall into the water. And the passages are much smaller in a boiler. A furnace, on the other hand, has a large heat exchanger air-to-air. Unless you have a positive draft and the soot is affecting the burn, it is not imperative to clean. But if you have a neutral or positive draft, be prepared. It is those units I refer to as using the soot vacuum, and caution. You will eventually run into one. And for the sake of your business, be cautious and do not hesitate to refer to a soot cleaning company.
I think I understand. When you mean stays at 2, do you mean -0.02 inches of water or stronger draft is okay?
That is correct. As long as you can maintain a breach and stack draft.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.